This popcorn-style review contains scenes from another video. Sword Art Online Alicization, the third season of Sword Art Online, fourth season, something like that. Like fourth, fifth arc. And this, Kirito ends up working with a military company to develop AI for the military. And the military has discovered basically the human soul, and they create like mechanical copies of the human souls, and they're trying to turn these like human soul copies into like AI, like advanced AI that can be used in combat. And Kirito ends up getting poisoned by a Laughing Coffin member, and then he ends up in a fucking coma, and then he's stuck in this virtual world while his friends try and figure out where the fuck he is, and he just fucks around in this virtual world, if we're being entirely honest. Now, I don't have the, like, undeserved hatred for Sword Art Online that a lot of other people seem to have. In fact, I could probably say that, for the most part, I'm kind of a Sword Art Online fan, and I'm just gonna say that right now, Alicization is the worst season of Sword Art Online as a whole. Not the worst arc. It's not fucking Mother's Rosario, but it is the worst season for sure. Like, at the very least, even when Sword Art Online is at its worst, in, like, the worst arcs, there's still, like, usually moments you remember about it, for better or for worse. There's nothing really to grab onto with Alicization. Like, they have these massive, unnecessary exposition dumps, especially in the beginning, and then more again towards the middle. And of course, every time they go to Alfheim is fucking terrible. And there's scenes where the girls are just sitting around the table exposition dumping each other, and it's the worst fucking scenes, and they're so incredibly boring. And then we get to see, like, Kirito fuck around with this, like, AI guy, and there's, like, a time skip, briefly, and at first it's, like, kind of cool, because you get to see Kirito, how he's living his life, you know, he joins, like, an academy, you know, for swordsmen, and that's pretty cool. But then they end up violating a crime, and committing a crime, and then it turns into, for over 12 episodes, just like Kirito and this guy in a like early 2000s shonen style attack the enemy base kind of bullshit. You know, where they go floor by floor and fight the enemies on each floor. And, like, there's some kind of interesting ideas, but by far, Alicization leaves the least to grasp onto or remember I've ever seen in Sword Art. And what's extra disappointing about this is I've seen people be like, oh man, now Sword Art Online is well written, which, no, there's nothing well written about Alicization. And second off, Gun Gale was actually pretty decent if you actually like pay attention and try and see where they're coming at from it. But yeah, no, I honestly, the whole fucking season was pretty dull, and it's a bit disappointing. But the cliffhanger ending got me hyped for the second part coming out later. So, you know, maybe the second part will be better. Twitch and Discord in the description. I've been Sacrobolic. You're Envoy of Hope. Bye-bye.